Alright, this is the final part. I have 30 minutes, about 31 minutes left on my phone. Alright, you risk aging. Yes, you better enjoy this series while you can, because once I'm thinking I'm peacing out, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's why Peter's gonna have that smile on his face, man, if I build this theater chain. It's not guaranteed I'm gonna build it, guys. Only if I make enough money. If I make like 22, 20, 19, 18, I'm not building the theater chain. I'm just gonna sign that contract with Amazon. I'll release the direct to 4K movie on Amazon. My movie will still have crazy, crazy buzz, worldwide buzz. Because even though building a theater chain is a dream, it's a hassle, man. Like I have to hire like a 150 development team. They have to travel to all the cities and all the major cities in all the countries in Europe. They have to travel to a good, like, I don't know, 200 cities in America. Ivan, how much theaters will we put in Canada? Canada only has a good, like, 30 major cities, 25 major cities around there. So I'll build a good 1 to 2 theaters in all the major cities, and I'll build some in some of the small cities in Canada. In the States, I'm building like a good 2 to 3 theaters and 3 to 4 theaters in the major cities. Obviously. And I'll build like one in the smaller ones. Okay, look, I only want to build one theater in some of the smaller ones. That one's enough for the smaller ones. And the big ones, you build multiple. You build 2 to like 4 theaters. In Canada, I only need to build 1 to 2 for the bigger cities. The only cities in Canada where I'm going to build 3 are like Toronto and Montreal. Because those are really, really big cities. Whereas Hamilton, cities like Hamilton, Regina, I only build 1 theater. Hamilton, I only build like 1 theater there. There's only 500,000 people living there. Ottawa, I built 2. There's a million people living here. And then most of the major cities in Canada, I'm only going to build like 1 to 2 theaters. But I'm going to be building quite a lot of theaters in some of the smaller ones too. Some of the smaller cities. Like Kingston, Ontario, I'll build 1 theater there. You know what I'm saying? Mississauga, next to Toronto, I'll build 1 theater there. You know what I'm saying? I'll build 1 in Gatineau, next to Ottawa. Obviously, I'll build 1 in Victoria, 1 in Surrey, BC, and other cities in Vancouver. And I might build a few maybe in the north. I'm not going to touch the Northwest Territories up north. I'm not going to build theaters up north. I'm just going to build it in the main areas. So all you guys who live up north, obviously, where the natives live, obviously, in Canada, you guys are going to have to either travel to the lower part of Canada or what? Or you have to wait till it gets released on 4K Blu-ray, obviously. As I'm not going to build, it's too cold up there. It's winter all year long. I'm not going to build theaters there. It's tougher for the crewmen to work. See what I'm saying? Yeah. Obviously. Hey, Ivan, what food do you want to serve? Okay, I want to serve popcorn. Okay, when you enter the theater, you have the automatic door, you enter in, obviously. You have 2 sides. You have like 8 debit machines with touchscreens where people can pay for their tickets and they get their nice customized tickets. And the other side, you do the same thing. And you have the main area where the cashiers will be. And what? You have the main area where the good, like, I don't know, 4 or 5, have a good like 5 cashiers are going to be. And that's where they're going to serve the food, the candy, and the drinks. The popcorn, the candy, the nachos, and the drinks, and that's where people can also pay for the tickets. So you can either pay for your tickets at where the cashier is when you buy your popcorn and your drinks, obviously, or you can pay for it on the side where the debit machines are, and you can select your time slots on the touchscreens. And you have a GPS. Enjoy the movie. Thank you, sir, for your payment. Enjoy. Thank you for your payment. Enjoy the movie, and the machine prints out this like nice customized ticket. All right, if you want to do that, you have to put money into your machine. Okay, it's 100 grand enough, Ivan. That's more than enough. You know what I'm saying, Ivan, 100 grand is more than enough to put money into a GPS system and an advanced payment system, advanced touchscreen for when people pay in the debit machine, and nice customized tickets. I also want customized nice cup holders with the pictures of the Zanus pictures like AMC, and nice cup, nice holders for the popcorn, nice containers for the popcorn with pictures on it. You know how Star Wars you had? I remember when Star Wars Phantom Menace came out. I remember I saw a bunch of like vending machines with like pictures of Anakin and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you, and I think when it came out, they had pictures, some Star Wars pictures on the what? On the cup holders. Yeah, do that. That way you give the fans a good experience. Yeah, Ivan, you don't need to do that. It's just going to cost you more money. No, I want you doing that for all my movies. Zay, I want you customizing the cup holders. Customize all the all the cups for the soft drinks, the milkshake, for with Zanus pitchers obviously, as well as my popcorn containers and my what and my what obviously. You can even do it for your pizza too, for your pizza box. You have this Zanus pitcher. You can do something like that to give the fans a good experience. Some saying. Yeah, so for the food, I'm thinking the main area you have, that's where you serve the popcorn, the candy, the chocolate, and the drinks, and the nachos. That's the food area, and you can dress your popcorn, obviously. And then when you go further into the theater, you have two sections. You have the right and the left, and that's where they serve the better food. You have to have two sections, that way you don't stall the line. You have multiple lines, that way everything, that way you speed up the line, obviously. Because for my theaters, the whole thing will be booked like all day long, man. And you need to have multiple lines. Yeah. You need to have multiple lines, obviously. And that's where... Yeah, Ivan, what are you thinking of for your better food? Okay, I'm thinking hot dogs, hamburgers, pizza, and poutine. And fries. So I'll do a thing when you can either get you can get fries, you can either just get you can also have fries deals. Fries without poutine. You have the fries option. You have the poutine option. So you can get like a large fry. You can get a large fry if you want to just get fries. You can get a large fry for like not a large fry for $10, a medium fry for $7, and a small fry for $5. See what I'm saying? And if you want to pimp out your fries, you can get the poutine option. You can get a large poutine for what? For $11.50. A medium poutine for $8.50, and a large poutine for $6.50. If you want to have bacon with it, it's an extra $1, $12.50, $9.50, and like $7.50, so something like that. You know what I'm saying? If you want to have so I'll do a deal for. Okay, Ivan, what are you thinking of for your deals? Okay, I have a few ideas for the what? For the poutine, you can have a deal where you get your small poutine. You can get your small fries with your drink. Obviously, you can get your medium poutine with your drink and your large poutine with your drink, your large fries with your drink, your medium fries with your drink, or your small fries with your drink. You can do it like that. Or you can do a deal where you have the combo, where you can get your hot dog with your fries, your hamburger with your fries, your hot dog with your poutine, your hamburger with your poutine, your slices with your fries, your slices with your poutine. You have multiple options, and it's all displayed on the screen. Or you can buy it individually if you want. But most people are going to get the combo because it's a better deal, obviously. So if you're someone who just wants to get one slice of pizza without no drink, you can buy your one slice if you want. If you want to just get one hamburger, you can buy your one hamburger. Or you can get the combo deals. You can get a burger with fries and a drink, a small drink. A burger with fries and a medium drink. A burger with fries and a large drink. 2 burgers with fries and a drink. 2 burgers with fries and a medium drink. 2 burgers with fries and a large drink. 2 burgers with a drink. 2 burgers with a drink. 2 burgers with 2 drinks. 1 slice with a drink, 1 slice with the fries, 1 slice with poutine and drink, 1 slice with fries and drink, 1 slice with a drink, 2 slices with a drink, 2 slices with 2 drinks, 2 hamburgers with 2 drinks, 2 hot dogs with 2 drinks. So then you have multiple deals. I give you guys good options. So if you're 2 people and you're not that hungry, you can get your 2 hot dog deal with 2 drinks. You guys each get a hot dog. You can get your 2 drinks, a drink for yourselves. That way you have good options for the customers, obviously. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to plan all that with the what? Plan all that with the CEO and all that stuff. What me and VJ will do, I'm gonna tell developers that way they know, and they're gonna tell the CEOs what I'm thinking of. See what I'm saying? Now let's talk about the CEOs before I talk more about the theater topic. So my top candidates are what? So Adam Aron, he's the CEO of AMC. If I build this chain, obviously, I'm gonna have him run the American division in America. And I might hire another guy to help him out. I might hire an assistant CEO to help him out. The assistant CEO, I'll pay him like $400K a year to help out Adam Aron, obviously. Ellis Jacob, he's a CEO of Cineplex Canada. I'll have him run the Canadian division. One CEO is enough. Have Adam Aron run the American division, and all the managers are going to run his division in America. And Ellis Jacob, he will run the Canadian division. Ellis Jacob, he will run the Canadian division, and you have Mookie Grendinger. He's a CEO of Cineworld. Cineworld is the second largest theater chain in the world. It's even bigger than Cineplex. Cineworld is big in Europe. You can have Mookie Grendinger run the European division, and you can also have Mark Jonathan Way, the CEO of Odeon Cinema in Europe, the Europe chain. Obviously, you can have him and Mookie run the European division. Pay them all a nice $2 million salary for the contract of each movie, and you give them a $300,000 bonus after the 6 months. That's a good deal for them, because they're going to need money to last for at least like a year and a half to 2 years. And it's because you need to pay them a nice $1 million salary if you want. But if they want Tamlin, my guys, I'm not going to pay you more than my fucking secretaries. My secretaries are the boss over you. I'm not going to pay you more than my secretaries. That you guys make like $1,800,000 to run your theater chains. I'm paying you good enough money, man. $2 million is rich. That's $1.2 million in your bank. That's more enough money for you to last for like a couple years, man. And you get your $300,000 bonus. That's enough. That's enough. I just don't want these guys duping you, man. So those are my top candidates to run my divisions worldwide. And I'm also gonna have to hire. I don't know the name. I don't know what the biggest brand is in China. I'll do research. The CEOs who run the theater chains in China, you can hire those guys to run the Chinese division. You have to hire a CEO to run the Chinese division, the Japanese division, the India division, obviously, the North Korea, South Korean division, as well as New Zealand and New Zealand and Australia. You have to hire CEOs to run those division. But you know what I'm saying? You have to hire CEOs to run those divisions too. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to hire a good like 7 CEOs around there. I'm gonna hire a good 7 CEOs around there. 7 to 8, a good 9 CEOs I'm gonna hire around there. 9 to 10 CEOs I'm going to hire to run all my divisions worldwide, and I'll have managers who are going to run all the theaters for them. Obviously, they're going to run the managers run all theaters, and I'm going to hire supervisors to help the managers run the theaters. Obviously, and to manage my theater, you have to have what? You have to have theater management experience. You need to hire someone who knows what he's doing. Don't hire some guy who doesn't know what he's doing. You pay all the managers a nice $8,000 salary, and you give them a nice. You give them a nice what? You give them a nice. You give them a nice what? You give them a nice $8,000 bonus. What I'll do for the managers, I'll have them start work the 4th year. They're gonna help the CEOs make those business calls. So the 4th year will be the year. The 4th year will be the year when the managers are going to be putting out ads. They're going to have to hire all the employees. I'll pay them $8,000 for that 1 year, and I'll pay them another $80,000 for the 6 months, and they get their $8,000 bonus. That way, they have more money for themselves. So I'll pay my managers $160K for all my movies, pretty much, right? $80,000 every year for like a year and a half worth of work. You guys are going to have to pre-plan a year in advance, making all those business calls for the food. You're going to have to handle that for 1 year, hiring all your employees. So yeah. So while the construction crewmen are building the buildings, the managers are going to be, the CEOs are going to have to hire all the managers, and they're going to have to put out ads for the employees to work for my company, obviously. We need supervisors. Supervisors need to have theater experience. And you pay the supervisors a nice 16 to 18 an hour. Don't go any higher than 18 for the supervisor, otherwise they're ripping you off. And everyone else, you pay them 15 an hour. That's good enough. If someone wants more money, I'm not going to pay you like 20 an hour for a theater job. You're not worth it. You rip me off. 15 an hour is good enough. As really speaking, I should be paying you 11 an hour. But I'm nice enough to pay you 15 an hour. That's a nice paycheck. You work full time, you'll make your nice $1,000 every 2 weeks. It's a good paycheck. And all you people around the world who have good paying jobs, you can work in the evenings if you want. You want to work in my theater and get those perks, like 50% off, 15% off for the 15% off for the food, and 50% off for the discounts for the tickets. You can work at my theater and you'll make your nice. If you work full time, you'll make a nice like $800+ for yourself, extra, including your money that you're making off of, which a lot of people will do. Yeah, I'm gonna work evenings for Ivan's job full time, from Monday to Friday, and I get weekends off. I work my job from 9 to 5. and I'll work at Ivan's Theater at 5:30 to like closing around 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and you make an extra 700, 800, $1,000 for yourself. Yeah, it's a nice paycheck. 15 hours is a nice paycheck for a theater job, man. As most employees at theaters get like 11.9 an hour, they get shitty money. 11.10 an hour around there. Most employees in theaters get 12 an hour. And I'm paying you 15 an hour. It's a nice paycheck, man. 15 hours is a nice paycheck for a theater job. And that's why the employees at what? At my SkyMax Cinema, obviously, SkyMax Theaters, my SkyMax Theater chain, obviously, are going to work even harder for me because I pay them good money. If you pay them 11 an hour, they'll work hard, but chances are they're going to slack off more. They're going to slack off more. They're not going to work as hard. If you want them to work hard, you got to pay them a good hourly rate. 15 hours is a good hourly rate for the employees. If you work part-time, you'll make your nice like $500, $600 every 2 weeks. Nice paycheck. If you work full-time, you'll make your like $1,200, $1,000, $1,100. Even $1,300 you can make. You work 7 days a week, you'll make your like $1,400 working for my company. But most people are not going to work 7 days a week. Chances are they're going to be full-time people who work like 5 days a week, 4 or 5 days a week, and there's part-time people who work once, twice, or 3 times a week. Even if you work once a week for my company, you'll still make your like $350. Nice paycheck. Yeah. You work twice, you'll probably make about $450, $500. You work 3 times, you're gonna make your like $600, man. Working part-time 3 days a week, yeah, you're making some good money for yourself. See what I'm saying? You're making some good money for yourself. See what I'm saying? You're making some good money for yourself. Yeah, man. If you want your employees to work hard, because trust me, all these employees who are going to work at my SkyMax theater, obviously, like they know me and Vijay are taking all the. I and Vijay are fucking boss. We're making their fucking billions, and the amount of money we're making is chump change to you, because you're not worth my money, obviously. Pay them that way. They appreciate you and they don't feel like shit. Pay them a nice what? Pay them a nice $15 an hour, and I'll even do parties for them. You can do parties for them if you want. You know what I'm saying? You can. Okay, guys. Once a month during the 6 months. Obviously, yeah. Once a month during the 6 months, I'll have my managers make calls. Okay, I want you guys to make calls for the alcohol. Make calls for the alcohol. Me and Vijay will fund it. We'll put money into it. We'll fund it and have a nice party at the theater. You can have a nice party at the theater. At the theater area, you have drinks. They serve drinks, and don't damage my fucking theater. But you can have a party at the theater, and you give your employees a gift, because that way they appreciate you more. You know, so you can even do, and the day they do a party, you can give them all a nice box of pizza, and pop. For when they do the party in the theater. Yeah, you guys can do the party in the theater. You can have chairs and all stuff. You can do your parties at the theaters, obviously, but what? But make sure you don't damage anything, guys. I'm saying. Yeah, for my managers and CEOs, my CEOs, I'll have him start working. I'll have him start making calls like the 4th year around there. Sometime the 4th year, he'll be starting work. My CEO, and he'll get his 1 minute. He's going to have to hire all the managers, and the managers are going to have to hire all the employees, and you're also going to have to do training. You have to train all these guys how to run the projector machine. You know what I'm saying? You have to do training. Yeah, it's a lot of work. And now the employees will get paid for training, obviously. Okay, you guys will get paid for 2 weeks worth of training. You get your $15 an hour for your 2 weeks worth of training. So I'll pay the employees for their training. So you train 5 days a week for 2 weeks, and you get your nice $1,000. Nice paycheck. See what I'm saying? Nice paycheck. See what I'm saying? Nice paycheck, obviously. Yeah, so the managers, I'll have them start working on the theater. The managers are going to have to make all those business calls, obviously, on behalf. The CEO, the managers will be helping the CEOs make the business calls for the food, the popcorn, the drinks. You're going to have to make all those you're going to have to order millions of pounds of food, guys. You're looking at 1 billion people eating around the world coming to my theaters. you're gonna have to order millions of pounds worth of food. The best theater companies in the world, the best food companies for theaters, call those companies, and you buy all the food for all my theater chains, for all my theaters worldwide. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, man. That's how it's gonna work, obviously. That is how it's gonna work. I don't know. The theater chain's open, obviously. The theater chain is open, obviously. You know what I'm saying? You guys all saw the trailers on my website. You know what I'm saying? Get your tickets now. You know what I'm saying? Only the theater's playing only on IMAX. Get your tickets now and see it at the Sky Max Theaters, Volume 1. You know what I'm saying? You see the billboards in front of all my theaters. Get your tickets now. Pre-order your tickets now. Make sure you make sure you come early. Don't want to miss the movie. You know what I'm saying? And all the people who knew in my life were like, holy shit. I don't know. You go to the theaters in Ottawa. You know what I'm saying? They're like, holy shit. Ivan owns a nice theater. Ivan and VJ own all this. You see the whole thing packed. At both, I don't know, the two theaters in Ottawa and the one theater in Gatineau, they're fucking packed, obviously. It's all packed. Everyone's like, holy shit, Ivan owns all this? Ivan and VJ own all this? Ivan's boss, man. You see the managers, you see the employees working hard. You see all the popcorn and the candy, everyone paying for their fucking tickets, like the GPS. Please enjoy your movie. You see my pictures on the billboard with me, VJ, and the actors. Holy shit, Ivan's a fucking movie star now. I remember this fucking Ivan Darcy, you know, said he was before Bob, and Ivan pulled it off. He wrote his own book. He saved his wife, obviously, and now look at him. He's a billionaire, and he built his own theater chain. He's fucking boss, man. Yeah, Ivan and VJ own all this. They're the boss. Ivan's taking all the money off the ticket sales. Yeah, he owns all this, and the food concessions cost. Yeah, man. The whole thing's packed. Holy shit, Ivan and VJ are a boss. Yeah, man. And that's why everyone in my life, and my step parents. And my stepfamily, they all treat me like shit because they're all envious. They saw the future. Yeah, we know Ivan's gonna be a movie star when he's king, and we know he's gonna build that fucking theater chain. If or no, I might not build a theater chain, but chances are I will make enough money to build a theater chain. I'm gonna make at least like 25 plus $1 million. Even if I make 26, 27, I can still build a theater chain. Me and VJ will still have 13, 14 million dollars in our bank. More than enough money to fund our movie, our Zane's movie, and pay our bills. See what I'm saying? Was if I only make 15, 14, 16 million dollars, I'm not going to build that theater chain, guys. I'm just going to stick to 4K Blu on Amazon. And I'll sell my merch on Amazon. It's still good enough. I will not build a theater chain, but if I make like 25 plus billion, 26 billion plus at least, I will build that theater chain. Is if I make $26 billion and I put $11 billion towards my theater chain, me and VG still have $15 billion in our bank. More than enough money to fund our Zane's movie, you know what I'm saying, and pay our bills. It's enough to last us for hundreds of years. We're good. We're fine. Whereas if I have $14 billion, I put $11 million, we only have $3 million in our bank, and you're being sued with your money. I'll make my money back, obviously, but I don't want more than half my money gone, man. No. If I only make 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, $18 million around there, I'm not going to put money into the theater chain. I need to make at least 26 billion plus around there to build that theater chain. If I make 30, VG will be, I don't mind building a theater chain. We'll still have like $20 billion in our bank. Yeah. If I make $31 million, VJ, we're still going to have $21 billion, $20 billion in our bank. We're rich, obviously. We'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We'll be fine, obviously. I don't know, the movies gets released, you see the billboards, me and VJ feature with the Zane's actors, obviously. You see the shadow of Airtat's face. You know what I'm saying? Prepare for the devil himself. Prepare to witness the most horrific being in movie history, the devil himself. You can put ads like that, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Warning, this movie's not for children. If you're 18 years old or under, please make sure you're accompanied with an adult. You're looking at the devil himself for these characters in the movie. You're like, holy shit, man. And Ivan's company's talking about, this is crazy, yeah. Put money into a GPS. Please make sure you come early to grab your tickets. You don't want to miss the movie. He puts up that way you guys know, obviously. I'm going to put ads. Make sure you come early. That way you don't miss your movie. Don't come like 5 minutes before a movie. No, otherwise you're going to end up missing some of the movie, obviously. Come a good at least 20 to like 30 minutes earlier at least. Even an hour if you have to. If you want to reserve your seat, I recommend you come even an hour early. You wait in line. You know what I'm saying? You're excited. You experience the beautiful theater, the interior, the interior of my theater, the exterior, the nice steps. You know what I'm saying? Welcome. You know what I'm saying? You go inside and you pay for your ticket. You get your nice customized ticket. You're excited. And you get your popcorn. You get your nice food, obviously. You go in a nice theater room and you're holy shit, this is nice. I recommend if you want to reserve your seats, sit down in the theater for a good 45 minutes if you have to. That way you reserve your seats for the movie. You know what I'm saying? Ivan, did you ever have to wait an hour? Yes, I did. For Avengers Infinity War, I came to the theaters very early and I sat down for a good hour. I went to the theaters. I went to the theaters, obviously. And I remember like half of it was already packed, obviously. And I had to wait a good like 45 minutes, an hour for the movie to start. And the whole theater was filling up, man. It was crazy, man. Completely packed. Yeah, man. Infinity War. Ivan, what was the most packed? The most packed theater I've ever been to was Infinity War. Infinity War. Yeah. Infinity War. Infinity War 2012 and Avatar. Those were my and Twilight too. Twilight New Moon was packed too when I saw it in theaters. Those was all my other movies when I saw in theaters, they weren't really that packed. It was pretty packed, but it wasn't fully packed. You see what I'm saying? Whereas what? Fully packed, obviously. Yeah. I had a few theaters packed when I went to an independent cinema in Ottawa, obviously. But 2012, Avatar, and Infinity War, and what? Infinity War, and yeah, and Twilight New Moon. Like Twilight New Moon, when I saw it in theaters, it was a huge line. It was packed. It was popular, obviously. But the craziest was probably Infinity War, man. Infinity War, the whole thing was packed, man. Completely packed. Yeah, man. It was so packed that I had a shitty seat, man. I was all the way in the back, obviously, but my seat was all the way on the side. And I like sitting in the middle area around the middle area in the top seat, or the middle area in the middle of the rows. That's the best seating places, obviously. When I saw Infinity War, the whole thing was packed. I had to sit down like way on the side of the cinema. You know what I'm saying? But remember that buzz that you got from Infinity War? Like the whole, like 200 million people going crazy? Nothing compared to Zayn. So Zayn is looking at 1 billion people going crazy for my movie if it's released to theaters. Looking at crazy buzz. The whole thing will be packed, guys. 7 days a week, all day long for like 3.5 weeks straight. For 2 months straight. As you guys are gonna see my movies twice. You're gonna see Zayn's twice. I want to see this again. You're gonna want to see it twice. Because for my movie, you're looking at an unheard of cinematic experience. You're looking at an unheard of cinematic experience, man. Hence why for my movies, you're looking at the whole thing. Packed. 7 days a week. 7 days a week for like 2 months straight, man. For volume 1. And the whole thing will be packed again 7 days a week for volume 2. And the whole thing will be packed again for 2 months straight, 7 days a week for volume 3. As you're looking at a good, like, I don't know, 55 million people. 55 million people around there. I'm seeing my movie worldwide every day, man. You have a capacity of 4,800 theaters. All you have to do is 5,000 times 2,000. Sorry, 5,000, 5,000 people times what? 6 time slots. 5 time slots, that's 25,000 people. See what I'm saying? I'm going to have about 5 time slots around there. 9, 12:30, 4, and you have 7, and you have like 10, and that's it. So you have 5 time slots. That's 25,000 people every day. You're looking at like 50 plus million people seeing my movie every day. In 1 week, you're looking at what? Like 350 million people around there, whatever it is. 7 times 5 is 35. Yeah, 350 million people watching the movie in 1 week. 2 weeks, 700 million people. Then by the 3rd week, the whole world would have seen. By the 3.5 weeks, the whole world around there should have seen my movie. This has been crazy, yeah, man. If you think Avengers Buzz is crazy, guys, nothing. I remember when I saw Avengers Infinity War, the whole thing was packed, man. I went to the Cineplex Player, obviously, in Hull, Quebec, and the whole thing was packed, man. Think of something like that for every single room, all day long, 7 days a week for like 2 months straight. The whole thing will be packed for like 2 months straight, man. Something crazy. For 3 of my volumes. Yeah, man. Hence why if I build this theater chain, my company will blow Hollow out of the water, man. Because everything, you guys are going to get my movie in the IMAX experience. IMAX experience. I'm not gonna put 3D in my theaters. No, I'm not a fan. 3D is very annoying and distracting. You're better off seeing it without the glasses. You're looking at the IMAX experience for my movie, man. Hence why my zaniest movie will be even beat out Peter Jackson with the Rings by a slim margin. You're looking at an amazing movie. Aratat the devil himself. Ephesus the devil himself. Fool his son. Morale. Bass, Mass, Darius, Demon Servants, Demon Blacksmiths, Bull the Pit Watcher. Yeah, man. The Curse of Answers the South. The Aratat's demonic crows. Yeah, man, the South being cursed, the music, the technology of the world building, horror, and the action. Yeah. Ivan Akin movie, Vijay Akin movie. Crazy buzz. Yeah, man. Hence why my company will blow out of the water. If I build that theory, because it's not guaranteed I'm going to build that theory. I might just lose my movie direct for on Amazon. It just depends how much money I make. Anyways, if this video, this Ivan Murray, I'm signing out. Peace.